Hello students, welcome to all 4 e-learning classes. So today we are discussing applications of Gauss laws and again electric field intensity due to a uniformly charged ring. Okay. See, in the last session there we are studying about what is one of the applications, that is here applications of Gauss law. Okay. So first of all, there in the last session we discussed some topic. For example, you may take if a charge is kept at first, this is a cuboid, a charge kept at the center of the cube, a charge kept at the center of the cube. Now what is the flux passing through these cubes? If cube is a charge kept at the center of the cuboid, okay, the flux passing through this cube, here we may write phi is equals to q by epsilon naught. Phi is equals to q by epsilon naught. In the same way, instead of cube, here you may take the same charge is enclosed by a circle, a sphere. This is a sphere, okay? A sphere and a charge plus q is enclosed by the sphere. Now what is in this case also the flux passing through this sphere is again 1 by epsilon naught times of net charge, that is q by epsilon naught only. Or if the same charge is now enclosed by a cylinder, now what is here also, the flux is equals to phi is equals to q by epsilon naught, means irrespective of shape and size, if a charge q is enclosed in these three cases, then the total flux passing through these three cases is phi is equals to q by epsilon naught. Okay, so this is about the electric flux. So first of all, for example, here we are taking what is already we completed, the flux passing through the single phase of the cube is q by 6 epsilon naught. Two phases of the cube is 2q by 3 epsilon 6 epsilon naught, like that. For suppose now if we place a charge q, let us consider this is a cube. If we place the charge q, okay, at one of the faces, center of one of the faces of the cube, we are placing a charge q not at the center of the cube, okay, we are placed the charge q at center of one face of the cube. See, in such condition, to enclose this charge, we required another identical cube here. Okay, if cube is the charge kept at the center of one of the faces of the cube, then what is the flux passing through it? Means we should construct an identical Gaussian surface. Okay, when the system of two cubes, are enclosed by the Gaussian, enclosed by the charge q, then what is the flux passing through the flux passing through the system of the two cubes is here q by epsilon naught. But actually what is only here, only one cube is there here. Okay, in such condition here flux passing through system of two cubes here, system of two cubes is phi is equals to q by 2 epsilon naught. Phi is equal to q by epsilon naught. Okay, now actually this is a Gaussian surface, only one cube is there. Therefore whenever the charge q is kept at the center of the cube, center of cube of the one of the face, then what is the flux? The flux passing through the cube here in these conditions, what is phi is equals to q by 2 epsilon naught. When a charge q is kept at the center of one of the faces of the cube, the flux passing through it is phi is equals to q by 2 epsilon naught. Because here we should construct an identical surface enclosed by this charge, then this total system of two cubes is taken as a closed surface, then flux passing through the system of two cubes is phi is equal to q by epsilon naught. But actually one cube is there, so what is the flux is phi is equal to q by 2 epsilon naught. Now for suppose if the charge is kept at if the same charge q is kept at one of the corner, okay, one of the corner of the cube. If the charge q is kept at one of the corner of the cube, then what is the flux passing through the cube in such condition? See, now here in this condition, to enclose the flux, to enclose this charge q, okay, to enclose the charge q, here we required 8 identical cubes. 8 identical cubes are required. So when to enclose these charge, here bottom 4, top 4 identical cubes are required. Then the flux passing through the 8 cubes, system of 8 cubes is phi is equals to q by epsilon naught. But actually here one cube is there. Then what is the flux passing through this cube is here? The flux passing through the cube is, what is phi is equals to q by 8 epsilon naught. Okay, because of to enclose this charge, 8 identical cubes are required. That 8 identical cubes are taken as a single closed surface. According to Gauss law, the flux passing through the 8 identical cubes is phi is equal to q by epsilon naught. But actually only one cube is there, then flux passing through the cube in this system is phi is equals to q by 8 epsilon naught. Okay, and remember it always here, note when the flux entering into the surface, flux entering into the surface is always taken as negative. Entering flux is negative, leaving flux is positive. Entering flux negative. For example, here the flux enter into a surface is phi 1. Entering flux is a phi 1 here. Entering flux into the surface. Entering flux into a closed surface. Into a closed surface phi 1. Okay. And leaving flux. And leaving flux is phi 2. Entering flux is phi 1, leaving flux is phi 2. Then what is a charge enclosed by the surface? What is charge enclosed by the surface? See, according to Gauss law, what is the total flux is equals to, total flux means actually here you should take phi 1 plus phi 2. But what is phi 1? Entering flux, which is a negative here. Leaving flux is positive. Okay, we may write like this: total flux is equals to phi 2 is positive because leaving flux is positive, entering flux is negative. Total flux phi 2 minus phi 1. The total flux passing through any closed surface is charge, net charge, q net by epsilon naught. Okay, 1 by epsilon naught times of the net charge. Therefore, what is net charge? The charge enclosed by the surface is equals to phi 2 minus phi 1 into epsilon naught. Okay, this is a net charge in this case, phi 2 minus phi 1 of epsilon naught. Okay, so these are the Gauss laws applications. Here, next one about electric field intensity. Due to uniformly charged ring. Due to uniformly charged ring. Okay, so already by using Gauss law we are calculated the electric field intensity due to uniformly charged wire, long uniformly charged wire and infinite plane sheet of charge, and also conducting sphere and non-conducting sphere. But here again electric field intensity due to uniformly charged ring, but not by the Gauss laws here. Listen here. Now consider a uniform ring here, uniformly charged circular ring. Let us take this is a uniformly charged circular ring of radius A, of radius small a. Okay. Now we need to find the electric field intensity at any point on the axial line of this circular ring. What is axial line means? Here axis of the circular ring means the straight line passing through the center of the ring and normal to its plane is called axis of the ring. We should find here. We should find at any point on the axis of the circular ring electric field intensity at any point on the axis of the circular ring. Okay, so let us take, if Q be the charge given to the circular ring, what is the charge given to the circular ring is Q, which is uniformly distributed along its length. Okay, see, first of all we should consider a small element of the ring, small element of the ring of length dx, small element of the ring of length dx at the point A here. Let us take this is a point A. First of all we should calculate the electric field intensity at the point P, okay, by the small element. So that draw one line from here. Let us take this is a small r, and from this is a OB the center. Okay, OB the center of the ring. From here to here, center to the point P, what is the distance? Let us take this is a x be the distance. Okay. Now what is the total charge given to the circular ring is Q. The total charge given to the circular ring is Q. Now what is the length of the circular ring of radius A? 2 pi a. So right here, total charge is Q, charge per unit length, total charge of the ring, total charge given to the ring is Q. Now charge per unit length, that is equals to Q by 2 pi a. Q by 2 pi a. Now charge of dx length, the charge of the element of length dx, charge of the element of length dx is, let us take denoted by dq. Okay, what is the total charge given to the circular ring is Q. What is its length? 2 pi r. Actually length of the circle 2 pi r, where r be the radius, here a be the radius, so we may write 2 pi a. Then charge per unit length is Q by 2 pi a. Then what is the charge of the element of length dx is denoted by dq, can be written as Q by 2 pi a into dx. Now calculate the electric field intensity, okay, at the point P by the small element, let it be dE1. Okay, dE or dE1 be the electric intensity at point P, due to small element. So can we write like this? What is a dE? Actually we know that what is the electric field intensity due to the point charge is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by r square. So this is a small element as compared to the total length, it is a small element, then it is treated as a point charge. So what is the distance from here to here? R be the distance. So we may write like this. dE1 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Charge is dq by r square. dq by r square. See, now let us take the angle between the axis. Okay. Axis to these r is theta. Okay. Now what about this? Is also right angle triangle or not? This is a right angle triangle. From this triangle we may write from the figure r square is equal to a square plus x square. Okay, from the figure r square is equals to a square plus x square. Okay. Now dE1, what is its direction? This is a positive charge. We given a positive charge plus q. So what should be the direction? Is radially outwards. This is the direction of dE1. Now resolving these dE1 into components. What is the horizontal component? If it is theta, here also theta. The horizontal component along the axis dE1 cos theta. What is the vertical component? Downwards. The vertical components of dE1 is along the downwards. This is dE1 sin theta. Okay. Now consider another small element diametrically opposite, exactly opposite to the A, that it is B. See, whenever we are calculating the electric field intensity due to the small element again at the point P, draw one more line here. This is the direction here. It is also, what is the distance you will get? This is R again. It is also R. Calculating electric field intensity at the same point P by diametrically opposite element of length dx only. So let it be dE2, which is also makes an angle theta. This is also theta. The horizontal component of dE2 also in the direction of dE1. So this is dE2 cos theta. This is dE2 sin theta. Okay. So if you are observing, due to these two diametrically opposite elements, the horizontal components of electric field intensity along the axis, but vertical components are opposite in directions and already equal in magnitude. So not only by these two elements, you may take any two oppositely elements, diametrically opposite elements of the circular ring. The horizontal components all are in the same directions. The horizontal components all are in the same direction. Not only these two, you may take any two diametrically opposite elements. The horizontal component of intensity of electric field all are in the same directions. Vertical components are equal and opposite, so they cancelled with each other. Then what is the net electric field intensity at the point P is? Therefore here we should write net electric field intensity. Net electric field intensity E is equals to sum of the horizontal components. So that is dE cos theta. dE integration of dE cos theta. E is equals to, what is integration of dE value is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught dq by r square. dq by r square cos theta as it is. Okay. And E is equals to integration of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. What is dq value? dq value from this equation we may write q dx by 2 pi a. dq is equals to q dx by 2 pi a. q dx by 2 pi a, okay, of 1 by r square cos theta. Okay. Here, but what is cos theta value? Again, if you are observing this triangle, cos theta can be written as adjacent by hypotenuse. What is cos theta is equals to? Cos theta is equal to x by r. cos theta is equals to x by what is r? A square plus x square whole to the power of 1 by 2. Under root of a square plus x square can be written as a square plus x square whole to the power of 1 by 2. So E is equals to integration of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, okay, q cos theta value x already wrote, qx dx by r square means what is 2 pi a r square. What is r square? A square plus x square whole power 1. Here is x value a square plus x square whole to the power of 1 by 2. So a square plus x square whole to the power of 3 by 2. Okay. Cos theta value x by r square. Here again you will get one more r cube. R cube means r value a square plus x square whole to the power of 1 by 2. Whole cube means a square plus x square whole to the power of 3 by 2. So which is equals to, except dx all are constants, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q x by 2 1 by 2 pi a 1 by a square plus x square whole to the power of 3 by 2. What is again? Integration of dx. Integration of dx. Here just cos theta value, here we wrote x by r. Okay, r value is under root of a square plus x square can be written as a square plus x square whole to the power of 1 by 2. Okay, already r square value a square plus x square nothing but whole power 1. 1 plus 1 by 2, here it is 3 by 2. Now what is E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, okay, qx by 1 by 2 pi a by 1 by a square plus x square whole to the power of 3 by 2 integration of dx. See here dx means x. Actually what is dx? Here we are taken dx be the small part infinitesimally very small element of part of the circle, small element of the circle. So x means total length of the circle here. Integration of dx means x, not this value. Here you may denoted by some other terms also. Here integration of dx means x, where x be the length of the circle. Here which is x, you should write like capital X, okay, or let it be small x only. What is here x stands for? X be the length of the circle. What is x? Length. Length of the circle here. Okay, this is a different. This is a distance between from axis to the point P to the center of the circle here. Okay, here x means integration of dx. Dx is a small part of length of the circle. So summation of integration of dx means total length. Okay. Substitute here. E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught or qx by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by 2 pi a 1 by a square plus x square whole to the power of 3 by 2. So E is equals to qx by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by 2 pi a 1 by a square plus x square whole to the power of 3 by 2 integration of dx. Here we said x. What is x value? Length of the circle is 2 pi a. Now this 2 pi a get cancelled. Therefore what is the remaining? E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught qx by a square plus x square whole to the power of 3 by 2. Okay. So So this is about E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught qx by a square plus x square whole to the power of 3 by 2. Here, if you are observing what is here x is equals to x is a distance. Here integration of dx xy is the length of the circle. So x is actually here distance from the center of the circle to the point P. See, if x is equal to 0, what is mean by x 0 here? Whenever we are substituting x is equal to 0 here in this case, if x is equal to 0, that is at the center of the circle, that is at center of the circle. Okay, whenever substitute x0 here, 0 into something 0, what happens? Electric field intensity at the center of the circular ring will be 0. Okay, here what is actually, this is a uniformly charged circular ring. Uniformly charged circular ring of radius A. We are calculating the intensity of electric field at the point P, which is located at a distance x from the center of the circle. So that what is the expression here? We got 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught qx by a square plus x square whole to the power of 3 by 2. Okay, if x is negligible here as compared to the actually a is negligible, then we may neglect this value. Okay, if a is much smaller as compared to the x, then neglect a square from this equation. What you will get? X square whole to the power of 3 by 2. X cube, q by x square. Again what you will get? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by x square. Okay, or if x is equal to 0, what is the intensity of electric field at the center of the circular ring is 0. So, but in the previous cases we are using the Gauss law. Here we are using the charge densities. Okay, first of all, calculating the electric field intensity by a small part of the circular ring of length dx. Okay, and mentioning resolving, this is the direction of dE1, resolving it into components, horizontal component and vertical component. If you are observing the diagram here, the horizontal components are along the axis, vertical components is along the negative y-axis. In the same way, similarly we are calculated the another, considering the another diametrically opposite element, okay, of same length, which is also located at a same distance from the point P. So the intensity of electric field by the another diametrically opposite element having the same magnitude but different directions. This is the direction of dE2. Again these dE2 resolving into components, horizontal component dE2 cos theta, vertical component dE2 sin theta. Horizontal components are in the same directions, but vertical components of dE1, dE2 are in opposite directions. So what happens? Equal magnitude, opposite direction, the vertical components cancelled with each other. Not only these two, you may take any two diametrically opposite elements. The horizontal components of all the elements are along the axis and the vertical components are equal and opposite, they cancelled with each other. So that here we are writing net electric field intensity is nothing but only sum of the horizontal components, because there is no vertical components. So we may write int E is equals to integration of dE cos theta. What is the dE value? 1 by 4 pi epsilon or dq by r square. dq is the charge of the small element. Already we proved it. What is the charge of the small element is q by 2 pi a into dx. q by 2 pi a into dx be the dq value. 1 by r square as it is. Cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse from this diagram, that is x by r. But r can be written as under root of a square plus x square by using Pythagoras theorem, or it can be written as a square plus x square whole to the power of 1 by 2. So substituting the values here in this equation, except dx all are constant, right outside the integration of dx. So just remember here dx, integration of dx x, but here this is not a value of x. What is x? Is the length of the circle of radius a. So that here writing integration of dx is x, but x value is 2 pi a. X value is 2 pi a. Generally we may write 2 pi r. Length of the circle is 2 pi r. Where r be the radius, here a be the radius. So we wrote 2 pi a. Then finally what is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught qx by a square plus x square whole to the power of 3 by 2. Whenever we are substituting x value 0 here, x 0 means calculating the electric field intensity at the center. So in case of uniformly charged circular ring, at the center of the circle electric field intensity will be 0.